Hello. This is Juhl Lenard, and this is Dinner with Juhl. I help entrepreneurs to show up big and connect with their people. And so today is Tuesday, and on Tuesday, we are on the O in boss, and O is for organized. And so, what we're going to talk about is, or what I'm going to share about, is how to be organized so that you can be positioned as a sales ninja. That means to me, when I say sales ninja, I'm talking about someone who can really kind of be focused and targeted and just handle the business of sales and detach from it almost. So when I first started in business, I started in network marketing, and in network marketing, everybody is the same. You make that list of 100 people, you call them all, you ask them to look at your stuff. Like everybody's the same. What I found though is that selling is relationship building, right? Because no one buys from you unless they know, like, and trust you, right? They might, if you've got something you like the only person in the world that has the thing, then maybe it's possible that they might buy from you even though they don't like you. But for the most part, I would say that relationship building is most important. But what I found is that the organization, the process of meeting new people, nurturing the relationship, growing with it, and following up. That's the rub. That's the challenging part, right? So even whether you're a really outgoing person or you're maybe not so outgoing, the mechanics of just being able to orchestrate that process of sales, exposure, and all that, it can be a little bit overwhelming. So what I thought today is to just share what I do, what I'm doing to organize myself around sales in the hopes that perhaps it might help you or trigger some thought process for you of how you might want to do things, or you may come up with something totally different. But because at the end of the day, the process that you come up with has to be the one that you can do. That's the only one that matters. Is the one that you can do. That's the process for you. So what I found is that there are different people come into your sales pipeline at different stages. Okay. And so what you need to do and what I needed to do is to have a method for handling all of the people in each stage that they are in their relationship with me. And so I used to put everybody in the same bucket, and everybody would get the same communication, and everybody would, I'd follow up with them the same way. But what I found is that the people that you meet new right off the bat, you got to learn people and understand what they want. At the end of the day, you can do numbers. There's some people who are just about the numbers game. Just crank it through. You reach out to enough people, you're going to get sales, and that never fails, right? But if you take a genuine interest in people, then and you learn what they need and you're able to connect the dots between what they need and what you have, it's a much easier conversation because now you're solving a problem for them and you're not selling them. So what I'm doing is that when I meet someone new, like I was in network mode last week. So when I meet someone new, I don't automatically put them into my CRM in the sense that because I use my CRM customer relationship management tool, I use it as a follow-up mechanism. So I put them in the sense that I'm following up with them to understand more and to connect. But they don't really get into a workflow until I understand what they need and what area might be most helpful. And the way you do that is just have the conversations and get to know people, learn about their business. And so when I first meet someone, I don't put them in there. I just have them in my phone initially. And then once I've connected with them and I've had some conversation and I understand what they need, then I put them into a tool that automates the process of following up and making sure they get the right information. So, for example, if it's someone who is definitely just interested in websites or they're definitely just interested in learning about specific marketing automations, they go into a different sequence of communication. They're going to have different things that they're interested in, right? So what you have to do is you have to have a mechanism for collecting people's information and giving yourself a task to follow up with them until you connect. And B, you need to know your product well enough that you can create a journey that a lead can go on to get to know you. Okay. And so if I do I have a 7-day process to follow up with people that I just meet. And after 7 days, they go bloop, I put them in. I just take my best guess. But what I didn't know at first is I didn't know my product well enough, to be honest. And you may not know your product well enough. Because when I say well enough, I mean so that you understand what their journey is going to be to learn about it. So, for example, I'm marketing automation. So, the first thing I need to make sure you understand the language. So, the first communication is more around kind of marketing and different things it's about and keeping it really simple. So, to be a sales ninja, I feel like I'm rambling, but to be a sales ninja, the key is to take a genuine interest in your lead and your person. Understand what it is that they need that would help them the most in terms of solving their most pressing problem. And then stay engaged with them to help educate them on how what you have can help them solve their problem. Okay. So that's a little different spin. And then maintain those people and in a separate way. They're not people that you're selling to. You don't sell to people initially. You learn from them initially. And then once you understand what they need, you present them with options that can solve their problem. Okay. I hope that was helpful for you. So, again, O is for organized out of the BOSS acronym, B branded, O organized, S sustainable, and S success minded. And so today we talked about being organized and becoming a sales ninja. And what I hope that I was able to share and articulate with you is that the way to become a sales ninja is to build that relationship and take a genuine interest in the person that that is your lead. Because I will tell you, this is a little esoteric, but I believe that everybody that comes through your path comes to you for a reason. I listened to a guy by the name of Stuart Wilde, and one of the things that really was impressed upon me is that when you're elevating, when you're a high energy person, as a lot of entrepreneurs are, you have to be an entrepreneur. But when you're raising your energy and you're positive and you're driven, people are going to be drawn to you. And at the end of the day, you need to have a way to bill them. That's what he said. You have a way to bill them. And so to me, that's having a product, but it acknowledges the fact that people come to you for all sorts of different reasons, or they have different needs that may have nothing to do with your product. But when you're an organized person in terms of sales and building those relationships, then you can help them in ways that maybe you didn't even know you could. So with that, I hope that was helpful for you. If it's helpful, then definitely share the video. Comment below your sales ninja tip. One thing that you've done, keep yourself organized in sales to help everyone. And I will talk to you next time on Lunch with Juhl. Okay, bye for now.